Hello beautiful souls, my name is Shani and today's video is going to be a very quick video on how you can become that girl. What do I mean by being that girl? I mean by being your best self, being your highest self, being in your most abundant, most happy, most fulfilling reality. How do you create that lifestyle for you and how do you become the main character of that reality? We're about to get into it with 3 basic steps, okay? Alright guys, so we're going to jump right into it with point number 1, and that is knowing your worth, okay? So I know a lot of people, me included, have had self-esteem issues, has had, self-worth issues just because of social media, because of the models out here, the actresses out here, the examples that you have to look to compare yourself to can ultimately hinder how you view yourself. And the first things first is to stop comparing. Stop comparing because you are an individual. There's no one else like you. You may fit into multiple categories, but guess what? Those categories are endless. Those categories include your gender, your sexuality, your height, your race, your hair color, your eye color. Everything that is physical about you can fit in a category, yes, but that does not mean you should compare it to everything else in that category. Because you're brown skin, because your skin is darker than your sister's, there's no reason why there should be a comparison to, oh, she's light skin, I'm brown skin, I'm automatically going to be looked at differently because of such, which is true. Sadly, colorism still exists. Sadly, these things still exist within these systems, but you need to realize you are not a product of each and every one of the systems that you are in, or that people put you in, or these categories that you tell yourself that you belong in, because you are more than that. And that's where your worth come in, knowing that you are more than what other people tell you you are. You are more than just a graduate. You are more than just a woman. You are more than just a teacher. You are more than just a leader. You are more than just an employee. You are more than just a human being. You are a soul. You are a spirit. You need to know how much that is worth. That's what I mean by knowing your worth. It's more than just saying, I'm a bad bitch. It's more than just saying, I'm beautiful, I'm pretty. Because what does that mean? What does that get you? Because everything that matters because you say it does. You know what I mean? You're telling yourself that you're pretty because it matters to everyone else. What matters to you? What adds to your worth? That's what you need to realize, because you are more than this physical form. You are more than your mind. You are more than your body. You are a spirit. You are a soul. You are a divine entity who magically, miraculously wound up on this earth, living in this timeline, surrounded by these people. Understand that you may have learned twice, 10 times more than everyone around you, than the family that you grew up in. You may have so much more experience in certain areas that you're not even counting. You're not even tallying up as in, this is who you are. This is what your soul yearns for, because you're focused on all these other things that really don't matter. You're focusing on satisfying what other people think is worth satisfying, and that's not important. What's important to you is knowing who you are, truthfully, honestly, and knowing how much that is worth, okay? Period. I know I sound like a mom, guys. I'm gonna try to make it more lighthearted. I just be doing this, okay? I'm a Cancer with a Capricorn rising. They both be battling through emotions and through authority, but we're gonna get through this video. So let's get to my main point number 2. Okay, so point number 2 pretty much goes hand in hand with point number 1, and that is heal your trauma and reconnect with spirit. When I say by spirit, I do not say that you have to be religious. That doesn't mean you have to be spiritual in any way, shape, or form. I'm saying connect with your spirit. If you believe in a higher spirit, a higher power, that means connecting with who you are on a level that you are connected to that higher power. If you don't believe in that, that's up to you, but connect to yourself. Connect to who you are. Whatever you believe in, make sure you're grounded in that, okay? So for those of you who are spiritual, who believe in higher power, who believe in religion, who follow a specific religion, this is your time to connect with your higher power. If you're afraid, if you're questioning it, if there's a big old blob of fog in between you and your spirituality and you want to clear it up, you need to be willing to ask yourself the questions that you're afraid to ask. Ask yourself, what do you truly believe in? Ask yourself, am I following this religion because my family is, or because I believe in this? Am I following these things because it's bad in my religion, or it's good in my religion, or because I say it is, based off of my character and what I know is right or wrong? Okay, so when I mean by connecting with spirit, I mean truly connecting with the energy of the earth. The energy that created everything, the energy that created these trees, the energy that's creating our life, the energy that is so miraculous that we don't even know the answer to. That energy is where you need to be grounded in, okay? And I know that that can sound scary for people who are new on their spiritual journey. If you guys need more help with that, if you need more insight on that, I can definitely make more videos about starting your spiritual journey and what that looks like, and doing shadow work and facing your fears. All of that can be in a separate video, but I'm not going to go too much into that. This point right here is mainly about healing your trauma and reconnecting with spirit, okay? You are not a product of your environment. You are not a product of your experiences. Yes, you are meant to learn and heal from experiences, but that's all you're meant to do. Learn and heal from them. They did not happen for you to be a specific one version of you. You weren't in this one situation so that way you can never grow out of being this one person. Okay? Heal your trauma. Understand that we all go through so many things that it may take you years to understand that that was traumatic to you. If that's all you know, it may take you years to understand, to unlock that very first traumatic experience, to say, this is where I was traumatized. And this is where I normalized it. Or this is when I accepted it. And this is when I ran with it. This is when I started dealing with it as a human being. This is when I started taking this account in my personality and being the person who I am. Go all the way back, as far back as you need to go, to say, this is where I was traumatized. This is what I need to heal. This version of me, because you're never going to grow out of that version of you if you are trying to find ways to live through it. You're never going to grow. You're only going to be that version of you living through it again and again. Understand that all of the trauma that you have experienced, and I'm speaking from experience, I'm speaking from someone who has experienced physical trauma, emotional trauma, sexual trauma, anything that you can think of. Not anything, thank God. But a lot of things that are common by Black women, by Black men, by all of these people that's surrounded by you in your community. The thing is, that's why step number one is being grounded in who you are, because you're not going to make it anywhere if you don't know who you are and what you're here for. Once you got that, then you can start saying, okay, I know who I am now. I know who I am truly. Let me break down the parts of me that were traumatized. Let me break down the sides of me that are reflections of this. Let me break down this that came from this so that way I can heal this. Understand that you are a human being experiencing a human experience. You are not meant to have all of the answers. You are not meant to be everything at every time. You need to put yourself first. You need to take time for yourself to say, I need to be understanding what I need to understand, okay? Because you went through those experiences so that you can learn something from it, because your life coincides with it. It happened for a reason, no matter what it is. And like I said, I'm speaking for experience. I'm sorry if this is becoming something that is triggering for you to hear, but it happened for a reason. It's time for you to grow from it. It's time for you to learn from it. It's time for you to become the version of you who is no longer a product of it. It's time for you to say, I accept this, I grow from this, I heal from this, I love myself enough to not become what everyone else wanted me to be because they are the ones who presented this experience for me. You know what I mean? Whatever you're dealing with, break it apart, okay? Don't be afraid to break yourself apart to put yourself back together. Heal your trauma, reconnect with spirit. Let's get to number 3. All right, guys, so for point number 3, it is simply to release doubt and express yourself fully, okay? Like I said, these are all coinciding. 1, you've learned who you are. 2, you've healed the parts of you that have needed to be healed. You're connected to sports. You're connected to source, you're connected to spirit, you're connected to yourself and your higher power. You know what's needed for you. You know what's needed to release. You know what's needed to gain. You know everything that you need to know right now to where you're asking yourself what's next. Now we've made it to number 3. And that is releasing your fears and expressing who you are fully. Okay, when I tell you that the life you want is the path of least resistance. What's going on with my speech today? I don't know. But the life that you want is the path of least resistance. I'm going to say this one more time. And you can say this to yourself every day. The life that you want is your path of least resistance. Stop telling yourself that you deserve trauma, you deserve hardships, you deserve all of these things to where it's gotten you to where you are now, or to where you're working on yourself, because none of that was deserving for you. It was for you to learn, for you to grow. Now you know that all you need is faith. All you need is faith. All you need is faith and love. I'm working on myself. I'm continuing healing myself every day. I'm connected to Source every day, and my life is aligning. That's all you need, okay? So, release your fears. Now that you've accepted and understood your traumas, now that you are releasing them, now that you know what to release, now that you're understanding of everything that you understand so far to this point, it's time for you to release. You have to be able to release the things that no longer serve you in order to bring in the things that do. It's only balance, okay? You can't continue walking around with all of these duffel bags and expect someone to just hand you another bag. If anything, I'm gonna take some away. If anything, I'm gonna help loosen the load. Why would I give you another bag when you're still carrying on to all of these? You know what I mean? That's what the universe is telling you. Once you've gotten to that point, the universe will literally push out anything that no longer serves you and put in all of these circumstances to where you get to decide. Is this helping me propel to where I'm going, or is this holding me back? Am I continuing with these bags? Am I carrying these bags to try to go to my next step? Or am I able to release them? The universe will literally put these circumstances right before your eyes to where you have to decide day by day by day. But you have to be willing to stay consistent. Staying consistent on your self-love, on your self-development. That's going to bring you to your highest self. That's going to allow you to be the person who you know truly in your heart that you are meant to be. Trust me, it's a process. Do not be so hard on yourself. Do not be so adamant about, doing shadow work every day and meditating and writing down. Like, don't even try to make something out of it. All you have to try to do is to bring love into your life. It's to bring peace into your life. It's to bring healing into your life. Allow the universe to help you. Allow your higher power to help you. Allow your spiritual team, whoever your angels are, allow them to help you. Because trust me, you're not alone. Everything happened for a reason. You're meant to learn and grow from this. You're meant to. You're not meant to be that same version of you because you're never going to grow. You're not meant to be that same version of you because that one thing did not make you. The universe made you. That one thing did not create you. That one thing is not the version of you that you were before it happened. Who are you really? That's who you need to express. That's who you need to be. Free yourself from everything that has ever made you doubt anything within yourself. Free yourself from all of the expectations, from the things that your parents tell you, to the things that your friends tell you, to the things that you see on social media. Free yourself from all of it. Ask yourself every day, I'm in charge. What do I want to do? What do I want things to look like? What color scheme do I want to use? Of course you want to be aesthetic. Of course you want to be, looked at, or whatever your ego is still holding on to. Of course that's still going to be something that is a part of this universe. That doesn't mean that is the entirety of who you are and what you're working on. Okay? Alright guys, so those are my main 3 points. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. Whether you are just starting your spiritual journey or you are well along it, please subscribe, because I will continue making these videos, because this is something that is a part of my journey and a part of my healing, is to express myself through making these videos and to helping you. So if you are loving these, if you got something from it, if you want to share with a friend, please do. Please give me some likes or some comments if you would like to. If not, it is okay. I am still sending you positive energy. I am still sending you love. I am still sending you abundant energy. Please be blessed, be prosperous, and be healthy and happy. I love you guys. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.